Hi, this is Lori, and I just came on here again to have another casual conversation about mental health and what has helped me, how difficult it is to live with mental health issues, and I want to know what other people do to stay healthy, stay happy. I like to talk about hope. I like to talk about Jesus. I like to talk about healing and how all forms of therapy have helped me. I have done dialectical behavioral therapy. I have done EMDR. I have done cognitive behavioral therapy. I have done tapping, probably even more that I can't recall right now, hypnotherapy, and I've done a lot of spiritual healing with different healers that do Reiki and that kind of rewire your brain to think differently. And all these things have helped me to be able to live a happier, more successful life, to not think I'm a victim, to be the creator of my own reality, to come on here and express myself, and to really do what I need to do to live a happy, healthy life for my descendants, for myself, and so that I can live up to my potential. And thank God that I've had the benefit and the resources to be able to get all the therapy. I know not everybody can, but thank God my health insurance pays for it for now. And I feel that if I hadn't done all that, I'd probably be dead by now. I don't judge people that are homeless, that are addicts, that live under a bridge, because that could have been me if I hadn't been blessed to, when I was very young, to get a good job with benefits that helped me to pay for a lot of my therapy that would have cost thousands of dollars. And I get to work with the best community in the world. I work with special needs adults, and they don't judge me, I don't judge them, and I get to share my healing with them, to let them know that we all need help, that we all suffer, that there's no shame in being different. And so my mental health issues have, definitely made my life a lot harder. And I wish that I had the capacity at a younger age to heal, but people don't really learn by other people telling them. Once you've had a really, really hard childhood and you develop mental health issues, you kind of make a lot of mistakes. You create a lot of your own suffering. There's a lot of drama. You're addicted to your childhood suffering. You don't feel safe. You don't, it's just a lot of useless thoughts that go through your head, and you kind of know that what you're going through, and it doesn't make sense, but you can't help it. And what that's what mental illness is. You can't really help it. And I just been really blessed to have really good kids, daughters, grandkids, parents, my boyfriend, and I have a few friends and my students and clients. I'm just really blessed that I have those people that are compassionate and patient with me. And when they see me suffer or feel sad or angry, they don't match my energy. They stay calm, happy, and they wait for me to come back to being in a better place, because I have kind of abandonment issues. Like if my daughters or my boyfriend, those are my favorite people, my grandkids, if I feel that they did something to hurt me, that they're kind of upset with me, in my brain they're done with me. Like they don't love me anymore, they're done with me. And then when I see that they do love me, I feel like this joy in my heart, like, oh, I was just imagining things. And I'm already 50, but I don't get it. Like, why I keep feeling that way. And then sometimes when I feel like they're unfair or hurt me on purpose, like I just get angry inside, and they call it kind of splitting, where you intensely love somebody, but when they hurt you, you kind of like get so angry that you don't care. You're done too. Like it's really scary. And of course, I always, breathe and and sometimes, most of the time, they don't even know that I got mad or that I got hurt or that they that I thought they stopped loving me. Like I don't tell them, but I just feel it, and it's painful. And that's mainly the thing that I struggle with. I get sometimes I get racing thoughts. Like I have OCD, so I get intrusive thoughts. I'm diagnosed with PTSD, with OCD, anxiety, and depression. And I diagnosed myself with ADHD, BPD, and a little bit of autism. But I mean, it's not funny, but I just diagnose myself with things because I relate to the people that have it. And I have a lot of problems with kind of like feeling nervous around people, and I don't like it when people touch me. Since I was little, I've never liked it unless I know them and it's like my daughters or my grandkids. But it's I feel a lot of the symptoms. I feel overstimulated. Like I don't like a lot of noise, and I'm a very calm person most of the time. I like nature, and that's one of the things that somebody suggested in the last video, that nature really helps, and it has helped me in my healing journey too. But as I was saying, my life has been up and down, and everything that I've been diagnosed with, I think one of the most painful things that I diagnosed myself with was social anxiety. That one, I've been overcoming it my whole life. But I used to be so shy when I was little. I was painfully shy. I couldn't barely talk. Nobody could hear me. in my 20s, I would whisper and I would annoy people because I was so quiet, and I would just be in my head, and I wouldn't function right because I had so much OCD, anxiety, depression, and the social anxiety was very painful. And what helped me with that one of my therapists, Dr. Lori Moore, suggested that I make it okay for me to have social anxiety, that I make it okay to get nervous and to not know what to say and to blush and all this stuff and to sweat and to overanalyze what I say, or, all these things that go with social anxiety. She just said, it's okay to make a fool of yourself. Just make it okay. So then I made it okay that if I do make a fool of myself, which is one thing that I feel that social anxiety, people that have social anxiety fear, kind of like ridicule, and it came from my childhood. And now, because of so much therapy, I became very confident, and kind of like sometimes I get overly cured with, I used to have extreme OCD with germs, and now I got overly cured to the point where germs don't bother me at all. I am kind of like, oh, it doesn't bother me. Germs don't bother me. People don't bother me. And with my social anxiety, I feel like I also got a lot better because I can do a lot of things that I wasn't able to do before, like karaoke, like talk in front of a microphone, like go on here and express myself. And I just feel like I want to have the queen mentality where I'm a baddie and I have my life together, and that's what I strive for. That's what I feel that I need to feel, and most of the time I do. I'm very proud of myself for having mental health issues and living a life worth living, having a life worth living. Both can be true at the same time. You could have a life where sometimes you want to die, and it's so overwhelming, and it's so sad and so emotional, and people can forgive you, accept you, love you through it all, and you can be okay and just live one day at a time in the moment. My daughter is a healer, and both of my daughters they're very, very special women. And my daughter told me that because of all the things that I have learned in my life, that I have taught her from books like Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, the Bible, of course, other books that like Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, a lot of books that I have read, a lot of YouTube videos on self-esteem, on relationships, everything that I have learned, and the way that I'm a go-getter and that I'm really trying to live a good life. She said that all that made her the woman she is today. And that melted my heart, because in my mind, having have hurt them because of my mental illness and being selfish and having them so young, I always thought that they thought I was like a loser, like, oh, my mom's sick and she's crazy. But no, they don't think that way. And they think I'm a beautiful, valuable woman that has taught them a lot. And having my personality, I like validation for my favorite people like Nancy, Denise, and my boyfriend, my daughters. They really, really comfort me. Them loving me makes me feel so comforted. But at the same time, if they don't want to be around me or don't love me or whatever, I know I'm okay, because now I don't fear that. Like, that's not even gonna happen. My daughters love me unconditionally, and my boyfriend loves me and supports me, and I know that I'm blessed, and I feel that my life and my illness can help others. And it's gonna be Christmas time, and my daughter's coming, and I'm so excited for the holidays, my vacation. And I just want to wish everybody a happy new year and a really blessed Merry Christmas. Bye.